For Goldstein.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And today it's a privilege to be able to talk about the important impact that this government is happening on the Goldstein electorate and, by extension, the great nation of Australia. Because when you think about it, Deputy Speaker, about the challenges that confront our great nation, no matter what the challenge, none is delivered without the health and the strength of a strong economy. A strong economy is at the heart of everything that we need as a country to be able to deliver the human dividend, the social dividend, the economic dividend and the environmental dividend, so that the next generation of Australians can grow up with the opportunities that their forebears have had before them, so that they're able to go on and get a good education, get good childcare support in their early years, a good education throughout their youth and into their adulthood, particularly as part of tertiary education. But more critically, to then be able to go on and get a job to support themselves, then hopefully in time their family, then of course support their community as part of a great nation. And as people live through different stages of life, yes, they need support and opportunity to be able to realise their maximum ambition as citizens. But then, as they move on through towards their later years, more critically what they need, Deputy Speaker, is security. Security in being able to be sure and confident that what modest investments they may have may deliver them a return to provide for them for so long as they live, so that they can fund the healthcare and the support services they need at a vulnerable stage of life, and more critically, at a stage of life where they are not able to change their circumstances. But none of that can be provided without a strong economy. None of that can be provided unless we have an economy that creates jobs and opportunities so that people can pay taxes to support those people who are less able than themselves, or who need those critical support in that time of life when they're vulnerable and need assistance and can't change their circumstances. And this, Deputy Speaker, is at the heart of what this government is about. It is a government that is focused on how we deliver that sense of opportunity and security for every Australian at every stage of life. And I see that day on day in the Goldstein electorate. Last Friday night, I was down at the Village Early Childhood Centre, opening it in Sandringham in the Goldstein electorate, where people have taken opportunity, investment and taken a risk to set up a second childcare centre after the one they've established in Tulip Street in Sandringham as well. And that community facility, that business, provides the opportunity for young Australians to be given the childcare support under this government's childcare support package and reform, so that they can have the best chance at life. But only down the road, if you go to local aged care facilities, and I was privileged to be able to go to Aberfield and Sandringham as well recently with the Minister for Aged Care, exactly the same people at different stages of life are seeking forms of security to be able to retire with dignity and with security and with the healthcare services that they need to make sure that they live a life that they see as acceptable and comfortable. And the only way you'll achieve that, Deputy Speaker, is through a strong economy. And that is what this government is delivering day on day. You may be tired of it, Deputy Speaker, as other people may be as well, but the simple reality and the often repeated statistic that 1 million jobs have been created during the life of this government means that we have not just taken off the back of significant welfare reforms, taken people from consuming the benefits of the tax system to be able to sustain themselves, but we have enabled an opportunity, an environment, an economy where people have gone from consuming the benefits of the tax system to be contributors themselves. Now, that is something that, and I know someone on the other side of the House just shouted, "Old facts." Yes, they're very uncomfortable and difficult if you disagree with the approach of this government. But the reality is it is hitting the ground and improving people's lives all across this great continent and land. And Australians are very proud of the potential they have to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. And so when we think about the future, Deputy Speaker, about the type of future that this country should enjoy, the one where children born today seek to realise the opportunity they want for their future, It is through the strong economy delivered by the Turnbull coalition government that we will realise.
I thank the member for